Greetings, programs. My name is Wretch, and I'd like to welcome you to Kathy Rain, A Detective is Born. Now, this is a point-and-click adventure game that I've been wanting to play for quite a while, but just haven't had the opportunity until recently to. And I'm looking forward to it. This is from the same group that made Whispers of a Machine, which was a great cyberpunk point-and-click adventure game. And if you guys followed the YouTube channel for any stretch of time, you know that I'm a huge fan of all the point-and-click adventure games that have been made over the last few years by some incredible people that's been released on Steam and other platforms. And this one is past due for me to play. So let's see what it's all about here. I like the music already.
Hey, you.
Hey. Oh, man. Oh, God, this is so comfy. I'm just gonna lie here and suffocate on my own vomit now.
I had a thing I wanted to tell you.
Uh-huh. This room sure looks different when it's spinning.
So, I was browsing through the used book ads in the paper when
Listen, Eileen, I'm totally excited about books right now, but...
Wait, hear me out. So, I noticed this article about a war veteran from Conwell Springs who just died. I remembered that you used to live there and everything, and...
Oh, how I wish for joyful, blissful sleep.
And get this! His name was Joseph. Joseph Rain.
What did you just say?
You knew him, right? I knew it! I knew you'd know him.
You figure she'd be a little bit better with her wording. And this looks like a definite odd couple to be sharing a dorm, I suppose.
Yeah, he was my grandfather. Hey, wait a minute. I never told you where I grew up.
Oh, well, I might have sort of looked you up.
That is not cool, Eileen. Seriously.
I just couldn't help myself.
Well, one of these days you're gonna help yourself to a restraining order. I'm just telling you this as a friend.
I know. Well, anyway, you should know that the funeral is tomorrow.
Okay.
Are you gonna go?
I don't know. Good night, Eileen.
Good night, Kathy.
It's a heck of a way to break that news. September 25th, 1995, day 1. All of...
Oh, God, make it stop.
25 years ago. Oh, okay, look at the alarm clock. Turn off the alarm clock.
Eileen's obnoxious alarm clock. The noise makes me want to stab myself with something dull.
Quickly, Kathy.
Looks like Eileen left a note for me here. Hi, Kat. Since it's such a long drive, I set the alarm so you won't miss the funeral. Thank me later. E. I'm so getting a new roommate.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I should get going. I'm late enough as it is.
Alright. Gonna turn down the speech just a little bit here. Kind of take the edge off. Hey, King.
Looks handcrafted. Probably something she made in woodworking class. Well, either her or one of her 12 siblings.
I see a Titanic poster.
Honestly, she can believe in what she wants as long as she doesn't try to shove it down my throat. That movie's not out yet. It's a promo poster Eileen got for being an extra. She tells everyone who walks in here the same joke. Spoiler alert, the boat sinks. Eileen's schedule. There's a note for today. Set alarm clock for Kathy. Can't have her miss the funeral.
Okay.
I'm fairly sure it's about some guy who falls in love with his golden retriever. I think that movie is about a girl and a boy who hate each other at first and then they fall in love for no reason at all. Oh, wait, that's every romantic comedy ever.
You're not wrong.
Eileen makes her bed with surgical precision.
Mess up bed. Is that what we get for her?
Eileen's girly suitcase. There's a sticker on it with her full name, Eileen Mildred Summers. Mildred. Oh my God, I'm gonna get her for that. I wish I could wrap up that fact and save it for Christmas.
Okay, alarm clock, the bed.
We meet again, Mr. Bear. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault you ended up so close to my lighter. Eileen's closet, filled to the brink with inherited clothes and Christian joy.
Achievement unlocked, procrastinator. All right.
Makeup check, hair check, horrible mood and contempt for humanity check.
Let's say he's got some heavy-duty Daria vibes.
I can certainly see the appeal of blindly rummaging through Eileen's clothes, but seriously, I've got better things to do. Color printer. Super fancy, apparently. A fact which Eileen loves to remind me of. Eileen borrowed it from school. She takes a bunch of computer classes. I'm no geek, but I know how to use one. A computer, that is, not a geek. Our room phone. It's got an external line.
Oh, we got a scanner, too. Okay. No messages or anything.
It's some advanced scanner thingy. It can scan pictures, tapes, all sorts of stuff.
I wonder if we're going to have to use this stuff over the course of the game.
The Thing. One of my favorite horror movies.
Good taste.
Just some random band poster. Pulp Fiction. Love that flick. Messy. Just the way I like it. Nah, I just got up.
I always try to be really thorough with these games, so...
My electric guitar. Got it cheap from a lesbian I met at a concert. Good times.
The Thing is probably the only horror movie you like? Oh. I like science fiction horror. Alien is one of my favorite, but The Thing is classic as well.
Helped me get rid of my last two roommates. Nah, it's no fun when there's no one around to annoy with it.
Okay, Dreamcatcher there. Stuff in the foreground. I think we are good. Oh, look at her. Seems that she's in the middle of small town America.
Well, here we are. God, I really need a smoke. Does anyone object? Guess not. Dead people rule.
That 90s angst.
No time for that now. I'm late for the funeral. It says, price. A family mausoleum. The family must have been fairly rich. Those things don't come cheap. No reason to go in there.
Yet.
No time for...
We are gathered here today to honor a person of great integrity, a pillar of the community, and a decorated war hero. His name was Joseph Irving Rain. We all remember his warm heart, his compassion, and his eagerness to help others. His passing, while our loss, is surely heaven's gain. Now we entrust our brother Joseph to God's mercy. We commit his body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, in sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, who will transform our frail bodies so they may be conformed to his glorious body, who died, was buried, and rose again for us. To him be glory forever. Amen.
Has a very calming voice.
Oh, Kathy, you big baby, just talk to her.
Elizabeth Parker. Eric Mitchell.
The coffin is lowered, but the grave hasn't been filled up yet. Rest in peace, Grandpa. I wish things could have been different.
Joseph Irving Rain, 1924 to... Okay, so we're in September again. I guess, yeah, they said that already.
Mary Elizabeth Rain, my grandmother on my father's side. Excuse me? Mrs. Rain?
Have we met, Anna? You look strangely familiar.
It's me. It's Catherine.
Catherine who?
You don't recognize me? I guess it's been a while. I might be a bit taller than you remember me.
Kathy? Bless my soul. Look at you, all grown up. Oh, how I wish Joseph could see you now, finally coming home.
Let's hope he can. Wherever he is.
A comforting thought, dear. Lord, how long has it been? 10 years? 15?
15 sounds about right. I was 6 when Mom took me away.
Goodness, we have some catching up to do then. I want to know everything. Listen, I'm not quite ready to leave yet, but why don't you join me at the house in half an hour?
Sure, I'd love to. I passed it on my way here. It shouldn't be too hard to find.
I'll see you soon then. I'm so glad you found your way back home. I can't wait for us to have a chance to talk.
Same here. See you in a bit.
New location added.
Conwell Springs. Looks smaller than I remember it. I never thought I'd return to this place.
Lily Myers. Stephen Cummings. David Spielman. Benjamin Hayward. Eleanor Foy. And Blackwell. Oh, is that a Blackwell,
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thanks.
If you wish to find God, the Church of the Holy Trinity is always open to you.
Is that so?
Here, have a brochure. It's never too late to turn away from the path of sin.
Yeah, it's kind of presumptuous of him to say that, like, just based on her looks.
And what makes you so sure I'm on a sinful path, Father? Wouldn't you say that prejudice is but a small step from the 7 big ones?
I simply meant that we are all sinful creatures, child. I hope to see you at the church.
Don't get your hopes up, buddy.
I'll pray for you. I wish you comfort in this time of grief.
Yeah, that was kind of bad form on his part. The Rain residence.
Grandma, anybody home? There's nothing quite like the soothing sound of rain falling on a window. A mere single pair of boots on display. Boy, do we live in different worlds. Nice black leather coat, right up my alley. Cute red horse. It's some old Swedish thing, I think. This paint looks fresh. Grandma must have had this restored recently.
And we don't really know the circumstances behind her grandpa's death, so...
An old wheelchair. Not too dusty. Probably used recently. Huh. Never seen this around. Grandpa must have used it towards the end. A lamp on the ceiling. Nothing special about it.
Your step-cousin's priest or pastor at his funeral spent his entire speech talking about how he should have turned away from his sinful life. The family was not happy. I had a friend of mine, we went to his dad's funeral, and he spent about 10 minutes talking about his dad, and then like another 50 talking about repenting, and started to preach. And I was just like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, what... I'm not a big fan of people of the cloth who do that kind of thing. Like, if people are going to come to you, people are going to come to you. Otherwise, you know.
Dog fighting. Grandpa used to love that stuff. Some kind of winter forest scene. I've always wondered if it's supposed to be Conwell Woods or not. A small table lamp. A wedding photo from when my grandparents married. They look younger than I am now. Things have sure changed.
So Kathy was 6 and it's been 15 years, so she's 21 here.
It's a photo of this very farm from way back. It says June 12, 1910 in the corner. These should come in handy when I need to make calls.
Hint, hint. Use phone and phone book. Yeah, it's just you can do stuff a whole lot more subtly than that.
Oh, hello, dear. I was just wondering what took you so long.
Sorry, I couldn't resist taking that old wheelchair for a spin. Oh, don't give me that look. I put it back.
You haven't changed one bit. Always kidding around, just like when you were little. Come, have a seat. We have so much to talk about. So, now, tell me about your life in the city.
Oh, there's not much to tell. I'm going to school for journalism. It's my second year. I ride a motorcycle in case you missed it there out front.
Ah, that's right. Just like your father.
Yeah, I suppose.
I must ask, have you heard anything from your father? Anything at all?
No, nothing since he bailed way back then.
I expected as much. He disappeared without a trace. No matter, that's ancient history. How's Sharon, then?
Whew. You had her committed to a mental institution. You know, she's going through enough stuff right now.
Mom's good. Yeah. She's kind of between jobs right now, but things are okay.
I'm glad to hear it. I was worried about how you two would cope in the city, considering Sharon's problems.
Yeah, about that. I'm sorry I didn't visit sooner, Grandma. Mom, she told me all these horrible lies about you and Grandpa. When I was old enough to understand what she was doing, I felt like it was much too late.
It wasn't your fault, dear. You were a child. I'm just happy that you're here now.
Me too. So, what about you? How have you been doing all these years?
I've been lonely ever since the accident. There's no denying that.
What accident?
Goodness gracious. Of course you don't know. She took you away before it all happened.
Don't know what?
I will never forget that dreadful day. August 16th, 1981. It was the middle of the night when Sheriff Truman knocked on our door. He had Joseph with him. I couldn't even recognize Joseph at first. All dirty and wet with an awful blank stare on his face, like his soul had been ripped from his body. Since that day, he never spoke a word, forever confined to that blasted wheelchair.
Oh, he went catatonic.
Really? For all this time? I had no idea.
It came as a shock to all of us.
That's horrible, Grandma. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, dear.
So that would explain why she's kind of taking all of this better than I thought she would, because it probably was a relief that he finally passed on, having to basically take care of him since 1981. So that was 14 years.
Why do you think Grandpa suddenly left that night in 81?
I haven't the faintest idea. He acted very peculiar not long before it happened, disappearing for hours at a time. At first, I even suspected he was having an affair. When I asked him about it, he just said he was chasing old demons. It must have had something to do with the war.
What do the doctors have to say about Grandpa's condition?
Persistent vegetative state. That's what they call it. I've heard it all by now. One doctor said it was a stroke. Another claimed it was a seizure. The third hack tried to sell it off as a severe infection. It's all a load of tripe. I had an MRI performed on Joseph. It's one of those state-of-the-art head scans.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yes, well, according to the scan, his brain was completely intact. They thought it was a technical problem at the time, some kind of glitch, but the result was the same after 3 different scans on 3 different machines. Eventually, they had to confess that they simply had no credible explanation for the state he was in.
And this injury just happened to occur on the very same night he mysteriously disappears?
Indeed. I refuse to believe it was a coincidence.
Maybe it was post-traumatic stress disorder? Grandpa always had a hard time showing weakness.
I don't know, dear. I'm just speculating. I didn't think too much of it at the time. Joseph was a man of few words. I'm sure he just didn't wish to burden me with it, whatever it was.
What did Sheriff Truman have to say about the matter?
Not much. He said they simply found Joseph in that condition on the outskirts of town. The sheriff was convinced there was some kind of foul play involved, but the investigation turned up nothing. He later said that he was sorry, but that he was forced to close the case.
You know, I could try to find out more about this.
You're welcome to try, dear. Some kind of closure would mean the world to me.
Okay, I think I'll head over to the sheriff's station for a little chat then. Would be nice to witness police doing some actual police service for once.
Sure, you go ahead. Let me know if I can be of any more help.
Yeah, like back when MRIs were brand new, getting 3 MRIs on 3 different machines. I think maybe they were able to get away with it because could have been a criminal investigation. But man, if they had had to pay for it, they wouldn't be having this. They wouldn't be in this house right now.
What do you think about this church, Grandma?
They seem harmless to me, but they can be a bit pushy at times.
Huh, you could say that. Handing out pamphlets at funerals is in pretty bad taste.
Awfully strange behavior for a priest, I'll give you that.
Okay.
Well, gotta go, Grams. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
I didn't want to show the stun gun and the lighter and everything. That didn't seem like the best thing. Old school TV with rabbit ears.
Nice leather chair. Freckles, the old farm cat, used to love that thing. A robust piece of wooden furniture. I used to love digging through those drawers when I was a kid, looking for coins, buttons, and trinkets. Grandpa and me, we had this game where he would hide pennies around the house and I would go on a treasure hunt. Never in the attic, though. I thought it was too scary up there.
Hey, Dave. How you doing? No, we were talking about, like, this game is set in 1995 when MRIs were, like, a brand new kind of invention, and how expensive it would have been to actually have used them.
Expensive looking scotch. That thing has been standing there forever.
Drink boot. Oh, yeah, that's not appropriate. Well,
Planes, and more planes.
planes, trains, and automobiles.
Some woman dressed fancy. I'm not sure how I'm related to her, but she has my hair. That's my great-grandfather, Eric Wren. I never met him. They changed the spelling to Rain after he died, I think. Planes, and more planes. Planes. Grandpa in his Air Force uniform. Looks to be in his early 20s. Would be kind of funny to see her reaction, but no.
I don't think she'd complain.
Grandma has prepared some tea for us. Nah, I'm more of a coffee gal. There's nothing quite like the soothing sound of rain falling on a window.
Psh, as a family member goes through it.
A decent-sized book collection. Most of them science or history related from the looks of it.
I'll take the latter.
An intricate toy airplane with moving parts. I remember playing with that. Grandpa had a whole collection of them.
Oh, I can actually hear her, like, gulping the tea down. That was weird. Okay, let's head upstairs.
I shouldn't overstay my welcome.
Let's not head upstairs. I like that her motorcycle is like one of the ones from what's the name of that movie?
Hey, Sheriff, what's the deal with that bum?
What bum?
The one in the cell.
Oh, I thought it was with you.
Well, shit.
Not Cool Hand Luke. I can't remember that movie right. Easy Rider. There we go.
How's the paperwork
Land of the
coming along,
free.
Lenny?
Okay, I guess. Maybe halfway through.
Not their peak hours, it
So
seems.
good, we're gonna have to cancel lunch today.
Again? Oh, man.
Your motivation
A bunch of
should be
cops
limited
lining
by
up for
your
a photo.
growling stomach, Lenny.
A medieval fortress
say
near
so,
an
boss.
ocean, probably supposed to be somewhere in Europe. A medieval fortress near an ocean. Various notices and a wanted poster.
Who's the wanted poster of?
Fax machines, the pinnacle of modern technology. Might be something useful in there. Lots of police reports, organized alphabetically by the looks of it. Some young cop. Looks a bit familiar.
Lenny, I need you to...
Hi.
Hello.
Do I have to commit a crime to get your attention? Because I seriously will.
Ma'am, I'm really quite busy at the moment. Hey, wait. I know you.
I'm pretty sure you don't.
Yes, I do. You're Kathy. Kathy Rain.
My reputation precedes me, in a kind of but not totally creepy way.
Aw, come on. It's me, Lenny. Lenny Marks.
I'm drawing a blank.
Really? You don't remember us playing when we were little kids?
Not really. Sorry, buddy.
Darn. Well, that's a bummer. Anyway, what can I do for you today?
I wanted to ask if you know anything about my grandfather's accident.
I really don't know much beyond the rumors. The sheriff may have more information, but even he probably doesn't know anything that isn't in the report. It happened before either of us worked here.
Okay, I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff then.
Sure thing. His office is to your right.
What's your opinion on this church?
I think it's a nice enough church. Why?
I don't know. The priest seemed odd. Kinda pushy.
Yeah, I get your point. But I know the guy. He's harmless.
If you say so.
Okay, it's an 81.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Hello, Sheriff. Do you have a moment?
Not really. Make it quick.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in 81?
He had a stroke in the woods. That's what happened.
If that's all there is, why would Sheriff Truman open an investigation?
It was just standard procedure. A general occurrence report always has to be filed.
I see. Did you know him at all?
No, I haven't been in town for long. Man sure has one hell of a reputation, though. It's been over a decade since he was put in that wheelchair, and people still talk about the man he used to be. It's like he was a cult leader or something.
Sounds like a conspiracy theory to me.
Could be, but you know what they say. Things too good to be true usually are.
Oh, that's exactly what you want to hear from your local law enforcement head.
Could I have a look at that report?
Absolutely not. They're official police documents.
Why not? I thought filed police reports are public record.
Not in this state, they ain't.
But I'm family. Doesn't that count for something?
You consider yourself family? I've never even seen you before in this town.
It's complicated.
Guess what's complicated? Not to mention illegal. Handing out evidence to anyone who asks for it.
This guy's charming.
Aw, come on, Sheriff. What's the big deal? It was a long time ago. It would make this girl very, very happy.
Are you trying to use flirtation on an officer of the law? Well, that shit may work on numbnuts like Lenny, but I got work to do.
Speaking of which,
Lenny, a little help here? Don't you agree that he's taking by the book too far?
Well, boss, she is his granddaughter, really. I don't think it's any...
Don't you think I know that? There are rules. Am I the only one in here who cares about the law?
Too much coffee? Try not to pop a vein.
You want to see the inside of a cell?
Oh, cuff me, officer. Spare me the torment of your rhetorical questions and veiled threats.
Just follow the rules like everyone else. I've had enough of this nonsense.
Fine. A photo of the sheriff shaking hands with some bald guy in a suit. Probably the mayor. It's always the mayor. Just some photo. I can't see it clearly from here. A gold medal of some kind. Just some photo. I can't see it clearly from here. Just some photo. Tons of miscellaneous files. I don't see anything labeled as police reports, so those must be elsewhere.
Hey, Sheriff, what's the deal with that bum?
What bum?
The one in the cell.
Hello, Sheriff. Mind if I ask you a few more questions?
If you must.
What's your opinion on this church?
It's a fine church. I go there myself every Sunday.
uh-huh. Why am I not surprised?
That's all for now.
Good.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Hey, I need to see the police report from 81 when my grandfather was found by the old sheriff.
I'd love to help, Kathy. The files are right here behind me. But you better check with the sheriff first.
Okay, I'll do that.
Crap. Okay.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Looks like talking isn't gonna help me get that report. I'll have to take matters into my own hands. I wonder what's behind those doors. Not sure where those doors lead. I should go check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna learn today.
How's the paperwork coming along, Lenny?
Okay, I guess. Maybe halfway through.
Evidence locker.
A jail cell. Looks cramped. If I ever feel the urge to clean, I'll know where to go. Huh, very funny. A jail cell. Looks cramped.
Okay, we'll talk to the guy here in a sec.
What a tiny TV.
Thanks. That was getting annoying.
No wanted posters. I'm disappointed. A computer monitor. Probably recovered stolen goods. There's no way small-town cops would be that up-to-date with the modern world.
Yeah, getting that sweet new Windows 95.
Just a bunch of boxes filled with office supplies.
I'm thinking that, Skibo. That might be the case. We'll have to talk to the bum and see if he has any insight here.
An axe, a sledgehammer, and some other heavy tools. Brilliant idea to leave those lying around next to evidence lockers and locked cells.
Yeah.
Too heavy to carry around, and too noisy to use in here without getting caught.
Okay, well, let's...
They look sturdy enough. Wouldn't be able to break them open without taking my time and making a lot of noise. If I ever need to find evidence, I'll know where to look. I'll need a key.
Okay, now we'll go ahead and talk to the...
Looks like an incarcerated bum. Hey.
Hi there.
So, why'd they put you in that cell?
It's all just a big misunderstanding.
Is that so?
Yeah, I didn't mean to steal anything. I was just using my pockets to move the beer to the checkout.
That's the worst excuse I have ever heard.
For your information, I happen to have a deadly fear of shopping carts.
I take my last statement back. This excuse is even worse.
Hey, it wasn't your father who was killed by a shopping cart when you were 8.
I sure hope not.
To be fair, mine wasn't either. It was just Uncle Bob. But that doesn't mean it was any less traumatic, mind you. To this day, I still get nervous breakdowns in grocery stores.
I think I've heard enough, buddy.
You're right. We should stop before the flashbacks begin.
Rest in peace, Uncle Bob.
You need to keep the blonde cop out there busy for a while.
I do?
$10 says you do.
I'd say my services in this matter are worth at least $20.
9.
15.
8.
Fine, 10.
7.
Deal.
Good.
So, what am I doing again?
Distract that young cop in the lobby. I don't care how you do it, as long as you keep him occupied for a while.
Okay then, let me know when.
Will do. Hey.
Hi there.
Okay, gotta go.
See ya.
Hey, the jail is off limits. You shouldn't be in there.
Oh, sorry. I just heard someone yelling. I think that guy in the cell needs some help.
What now?
Okay, I have to make this quick.
Making it quick.
Lots of police. Okay, let's have a look.
Individual was encountered on the side of the dirt road a few miles from Conwell Springs, blindly walking forward with his eyes wide open. The subject was identified as Joseph Rain. He did not respond when touched or spoken to. He appeared to be dirty from head to toe and wet up to his knees. Mr. Rain was fiercely clutching a small tape recorder, complete with tape. Being cooperative, he could be led into the squad car and transported back to town. Next day, picked up Mrs. Rain and brought her along with Mr. Rain to the emergency room at the community clinic. Upon routine inspection of the patrol car, a tape recorder was found discarded in the back seat, filed as evidence in locker number 5.
I'm gonna have to get my hands on that recorder. Okay, let's find the key to locker number 5. Got it.
Is he going to be watching, though?
I need you to do something.
How can I help, boss?
It's my mother's birthday this weekend. You'll have to get her.
All right, got it.
Neat.
I've been working on my research in the attic at night. I just don't want her to worry. She has enough to think about with everything that's been going on lately. With Sharon and Kathy. Anyway, I'm getting closer to finding the source. I have a theory, but I need help. I'm gonna have to involve somebody else. Note to self. Remember, the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses, a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips. I've been working on my research in the attic at night.
Oh.
I just don't want her to worry. She has enough to think about with everything that's been going on lately. With Sharon and Kathy. Anyway, I'm getting closer to finding the source. I have a theory, but I need help. I'm gonna have to involve somebody else.
Okay. Well, I guess it's time to head back to the attic. We'll double check and see if there's anything else that...
Hey,
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Yeah, I'm bringing up the attic to you.
Hey, Kathy, wait.
What?
Do you eat foot? I mean, food?
Absolutely not. I feed on human misery.
So edgy.
Relax, Lenny. Yes, I do eat food.
Oh, well, great. Can I buy you food sometime? And also buy food for me? And then maybe we could eat the food together?
I'm really busy right now. Maybe later.
Oh, okay. See ya.
Want to be nice to let him down gently. Okay, before we go check ourselves, let's see what Grandma Rain has to say.
Hello, dear.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Would you mind if I took a look in the attic?
I suppose it would do no harm. Come with me.
Thanks, Grandma.
You're welcome, dear. Be careful now.
Nothing. The bulb must be burned out.
Great.
The bulb looks burned out. I'll have to replace it. Nah, it's drafty in here and almost out of fuel. Gonna need it for my smokes.
Okay. Well, she let us in here. That's something. Let's head downstairs and see if we can find a light bulb.
Free light bulb. Score. The bulb looks burned out. I'll have to replace it.
Which I'm planning to.
There we go.
Okay, not too bad.
Mr. Bear! Oh, how did you get all the way up there?
It's
Good idea. You just keep watch. I'll do the searching.
It's a nanny cam. What are you doing? Mr. Bear reporting for duty.
Various books and office supplies. Nothing in particular catches the eye.
Locked briefcase. 6 digits. I bet you... No, it wouldn't be the date they found him.
A worn office chair on wheels. I'm feeling a sudden urge to do a race. Decades-old coffee. Lovely. Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Drink it.
It looks like someone was doing geometry. I can't make much sense of it. An old typewriter covered in cobwebs. Just some old bills. Nothing interesting.
Okay, I'm avoiding the book until last.
Might be something useful in there. Empty. Nothing.
Well,
I've already searched that.
Okay.
A thick book about math.
I hate it. Thanks. The Secrets of Infinite Numbers by Arthur P. Gibson. There's pi. That could be it. 314159. 1 1 2 3 5 8 13 21. And then prime numbers. Okay.
Yeah, that would have been too easy. I doubt the book alone is enough to solve this.
Curses. Okay.
Oh, hello, dear.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
I found a locked briefcase in the attic. Do you know anything about it?
Oh, that old thing? Joseph said there were just some old boring Air Force papers in there.
If that was the case, why use an intricate combination lock?
That's a very good question, dear. In any case, I wouldn't know how to open it.
I found this book in the attic. Recognize it?
Oh, yes. I bought it for Joseph's birthday once. He was always fascinated by numbers. He believed that math could explain everything in this world.
He was a man of science. There's no denying that.
All right.
Bye, Grandma. I'll be back later.
So long.
And we can't check the drawers here. Wait a minute. It's probably way too... He got the book on his birthday. Let's see when his birthday was. I like the rain. The game has a really cool kind of look to it. Oh.
The grave is brimming with flowers. I'm gonna find out what happened to you, Grandpa. I promise.
March 17th, 1924. March 17th, 1924. March 17th.
Nope, that's not it.
Okay, then we'll try 17.
I must be missing something. What was that weird first message on the tape?
Ah.
Note to self. Remember, the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses.
Oh, okay.
Note to self. Note to self. Remember, the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses, a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips.
One more time.
Note to self. Remember, the perfect bouquet consists of
3 red, 1 blue, 2 yellow. Ah, whoops. Three red roses. Ah, okay, okay. I gotcha. So it's maybe 2, 3, 5. 235131? Maybe? Let me write that down. I don't have a notebook anymore. I used to have a little notepad here for notes and stuff, and I can't anymore. Or I lost it. There we go. All right. Two, 3, 5, 1, and 3, 1. 6. That would do it. I was thinking we were gonna have to do something else with that color scheme. I was living a lie.
Yes.
There. Gotcha. Ominous envelope.
A thick yellow envelope.
Anything else in here we need to... Nope.
It's the envelope I found in the briefcase. Let's see what's in here. There were 2 pictures, a newspaper clipping, a key, and a tape inside.
Okay. We'll put that in just one sec.
It's a small key, fairly modern design. No identifying tag, unfortunately. I wonder what this unlocks. Tragic drowning in Conwell Springs. In early morning on Sunday the 14th, a teenage girl found dead near Conwell Lake. The girl is survived by her mother, father, and younger brother. The funeral service will be held at Conwell Cemetery on the 21st of July. The notice is dated July 15th, 1975. Tragic story. I wonder why Grandpa saved this.
Wait a minute. What was that again?
Tragic drowning in Conwell Springs. In early morning on Sunday the 14th, a teenage girl found dead near Conwell Lake. The girl is survived by her mother, father, and younger brother. The funeral service will be held at Conwell Cemetery on the 21st of July. The notice is dated July 15th, 1975.
Got to find the gravestone that has that on it.
Grandpa in uniform with 2 other men. Something is handwritten on the back. Flight training, McConnell Air Force Base, 1941. Standard microtape labeled answering machine. It should play fine in Mr. Dicto.
You've reached the Rain residence. Leave a message after the beep. Hello, Joseph, Mrs. Rain. It's me, Charles. I thought I'd give you a call. Erica just had her firstborn. It's a boy. Thankfully, he looks nothing like his father. Listen, I was thinking maybe you'd like to come and visit. And what about your little Kathy? Maybe she wants to see the baby. Well, anyways, I hope to see you soon. All the best. Bye.
You people make me sick. We're never coming back. Don't call, don't write. If you ever try to contact us, I will call the police.
Joseph, you there? It's me, Cocky. It happened to me too. And I'm not going to tell any of those bastards. They got it all wrong. You're the only one I trust now. Just call me back as soon as you can.
I wonder who this Cocky is.
Interesting. All kinds of things to digest there.
Oh, hello.
Sorry, skipping normal pleasantries.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Okay. Oh yeah, we also need to... we didn't even look at the... Alright, hold on.
Can you tell me anything about McConnell Air Force Base?
It's not very far from Conwell Springs. Joseph was stationed there for some time during the war. I believe they're still training young pilots there today.
So, when did Grandpa enlist in the Air Force?
Oh, it was barely past the honeymoon when Joseph left to fight in that terrible war, together with his best friend Charles and my brother Andrew. Those were nerve-wracking years. I was so worried I thought I would burst. Every short visit from Joseph was a joy, but he kept going back to the front, to my great dismay. When I told Joseph about being pregnant with your father, he finally realized that enough was enough. He had done his duty. Shortly thereafter, he returned to a quiet farmer's life in this very house, helping your great-grandfather with the crops, until he passed.
Does the nickname Cocky mean anything to you?
Sounds vaguely familiar. It reminds me of the aviator call signs Joseph and his friends gave one another. Joseph was vigilante. I can't count the number of times he got into trouble for breaking the rules. To this day, I have no idea how he always managed to land on his feet.
Must be hereditary, given the things I've gotten away with. Every time I wake up, I am genuinely surprised that I'm not in jail.
I'm sure it's not that bad, dear.
But to get back to the subject, you don't have any idea of who this Cocky is?
I'm afraid not, but the Air Force might be a good place to start.
I don't see a reason to ask her about that.
Okay, that's fair.
Do you know anything about a young girl drowning around here?
Oh, yes. It was the saddest thing. She was only 16. We never really knew the family. They preferred to keep to themselves.
Do you remember the name of the girl or her family?
I'm awfully sorry, dear. I just can't recall.
That's okay, Grandma. I was just wondering why Grandpa would have wanted to save this.
Joseph was always affected by the tragedy of others. Perhaps he wanted to do something for the family. In any case, he didn't speak to me about it.
Look at this photo I found in the locked briefcase.
Goodness, I haven't seen that picture in years. This was taken when Joseph was stationed at McConnell Air Force Base. That's him right there on the left.
What about the other two?
I don't remember the name of the smiling man in the back. The gentleman on the right was Joseph's best friend, Charles Wade.
What can you tell me about Charles Wade?
Well, I do know he has made quite a name for himself since he and Joseph went to war together. Apparently, he came up with some brilliant piece of engineering for the airplanes. They use it everywhere now.
Any idea how to get in touch with him?
I'm afraid not, dear. I haven't seen him for years. He and Joseph grew apart before you were born.
Any particular reason
Hopefully
for
his
that?
middle name's not Dexter.
Not that I know of.
Oh, it's probably you.
Grams, can you tell me anything about this picture?
It looks awfully bright. Perhaps something was wrong with the camera.
Yeah, maybe. I should try to figure something out tomorrow at the university.
Okay.
Do you know anything about this story, Grandma?
Not much, dear. It was the saddest thing. The girl was only 16 years old. We never really knew the family.
Do you remember their...
I'm awfully sorry, dear.
That's quite all right, Grandma.
Joseph was always in any...
Okay.
Okay, same stuff.
Hey, Grandma, do you recognize this tape recorder?
Oh, yes, Mr. Dicto. Joseph used to carry that thing with him everywhere. He could be absent-minded at times. It helped him remember things.
I actually just wanted to play it, but it's okay.
See you later, Grams.
Take care, dear.
All right, well, first things first. We need to go ahead and look at the...
Looks overexposed. I can't make much out. I think I see trees in the background, but most of the picture is just bright white. There's probably some way to enhance this back at school. I'll figure it out tomorrow when I'm back.
Science! Alright, phone and phone book. Let's go ahead and see what we can find here. Charles Wade.
Damn, no Charles Wade in here. Was worth a shot, but being rich and famous and all, I guess he's got a hidden number. No hit for Wade Industries either, but it was kind of a long shot for them to have an office in this small county anyway. I should try to get a hold of him some other way.
Send him one of those newfangled emails. All right. So let's head to the cemetery. See if we can find a headstone that coincides with time of death. July 14th. There it is.
This is the right date. Looks like her name was Lily Myers. I should try to get a hold of her family. I wonder what that kid is doing here all alone. A little boy, maybe 5 or 6 years old. Hey, kid.
Hi, yourself.
What are you doing?
None of your business.
Huh. I like you, kid. You're not here alone, right? Where's your mom?
Oh, she's around.
I don't see her.
You must be blind or something.
I'll go look for your mom, okay? Don't go anywhere.
Whatever.
Little baby Kylo Ren.
The grave is brimming with... No reason to go in there. I shouldn't leave while that kid is alone.
I wasn't wanting to. I was wanting to see if there's any more to the...
Kid? Guess he found his mom.
Weird. Okay. So now let's go ahead and check the phone book again. We may have to talk to Graham and see if she'd recognize, like, the parents.
She's been dead for 2 decades. I could try to find someone in her family, but I'll need a full name.
Yeah.
All right, got it.
Okay, we got McConnell Air Force Base. That's good. Surprised Graham didn't have a rotary dial.
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi. I was just wondering if you had time to answer a few questions.
Sure thing, ma'am. Ask away.
What can you tell me about McConnell Air Force Base?
This is one of the oldest Air Force bases in the U.S., established during World War I. The main purpose of it is to train fighter pilots. The McConnell Flight School is well renowned all around the country. In the late 80s, the school started accepting a limited number of civilian applicants due to the high demand. Some of the most famous dogfighters in U.S. history, such as Ethan Fireball Jenkins, Joseph Vigilante Rain, and Brett Savior Myers, trained at this very base. Charles Wade, the great industrialist, did too. Some claim that many of his revolutionary ideas came from the former chief mechanic here, the late Niles Bloom.
Interesting. Thanks for the history lesson. I'm trying to get a hold of Charles Wade. Would you happen to know how to reach him?
I'm sorry, ma'am, but Charles Wade is a public figure. He has explicitly asked us not to provide his contact details to anyone.
Is there any way you can make an exception? I really need to talk to Mr. Wade.
Oh, can do. I can't really help you out unless you have some sort of official business.
Never mind.
All right, then.
Do you recognize the aviator call sign, Cocky?
Afraid not, ma'am. I know all the call signs here, and I'm positive it's not one of them.
This isn't current, though. It might have been used as early as World War II.
Oh, that's unfortunate. We don't keep any official records of call signs. The only option I can think of is to get a hold of somebody who was around back then.
Any suggestions?
So Charles.
The only person I can think of who is still alive would be Charles Wade.
All right, thanks.
My pleasure, ma'am. Anything else I can help you with?
I don't see a reason to ask him about that.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know anything about what happened to Joseph Rain in '81?
I know that he was no longer stationed here at the base at that time. He'd left the Air Force decades earlier. But as a Conwell Springs citizen, sure, I've heard the rumors just like everybody else. How he was found by the sheriff all messed up, walking out of the woods with some kind of unexplained brain damage.
Any theory as to what he was doing out there?
I'm afraid not, ma'am. But I'm positive that it had nothing to do with this base or our operations here.
Okay, what can you tell me about his service at McConnell?
Well, Joseph Rain is a legend around here. His pile of medals weighs more than my car. I was fortunate enough to meet him before he suffered his injury, and I must say, what an inspiring man. I'm positive that he would have made general if he'd stuck around.
Any idea of why he quit? He looks so happy in the pictures from the war.
Oh, your family, ma'am?
Granddaughter.
Well, then I'm sorry for your loss. I heard about his recent passing.
Appreciate it, buddy. So, about him quitting.
I shouldn't speak ill of the dead, but some say the war broke him. PTSD. Me? I don't think so. When I met him, he had this aura about him, like he wasn't afraid of anything. Maybe it was just guilt. He ended a lot of lives, but that's just me speculating.
Gotcha. Thanks for the thoughts.
Well, maybe he would go ahead and...
I'm trying to get a hold of...
I'm sorry, ma'am, but he...
Is there...
Okay.
But what if it was a matter of life and death?
Ma'am, if you're in a life-threatening situation, I suggest you call 911.
Gotcha. Okie doke.
All right, that's all.
Goodbye, ma'am.
That's not too bad, though.
Hi, this is Eileen speaking.
Hey, it's me, Kat.
Oh, hi, what's up?
I don't need to ask her about that.
Yeah, she doesn't have the internet necessarily, so
I don't need to ask her about that.
we're just going to go down the line and see what's what.
I don't need to ask her about that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find this guy, but all I have is his nickname, Cocky.
Well, what do you know about the guy?
Not much. I think he was in the Air Force and served with Grandpa.
Maybe you could try to find somebody in the Air Force who knew him then?
Yeah, that might be worth a shot. I'm trying to contact Charles Wade. You know, the industrialist?
Wow, really? Why?
It's complicated, but he knew Grandpa back in the day. They went to war together.
Huh. Must be super hard to get in touch with a person like that.
Yeah, I'm finding that out.
Maybe you could ask someone in the Air Force. If he used to serve with your granddad, I mean.
Yeah, could be worth a shot.
Negative, Ghost Rider.
Okay, gotta go. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
Oh, hello, dear.
Let's see.
Mind if we talk for...
Not at all.
I found out that the drowned girl's name was Lily Myers. Ring a bell?
Oh, yes. Oh, how could I forget? Sue, Jack, and their children, Lily and Nathan.
Do they still live around here?
Mother and son do. I see them in town from time to time. They live somewhere near the lake.
But not the father. Jack, was it?
No. He disappeared not long after Lily took her own life.
Whoa, she killed herself. That's news to me.
Oh, that girl had been troubled for years. Truman made an official statement later. It was no accident.
I see. Do you know how I can reach the family?
Not really, dear. Like I said, they tend to keep to themselves.
Well, we can at least try and look them up in the phone book.
I don't see a reason to ask her about that.
All right.
Well, gotta go, Grams. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
Grams has been a fount of information. I just really like that tea.
All right, found an address.
New location added. Excellent. Okay. No phone listed, but an address is something. Lakeside cabin, huh? Creepy music is creepy.
Conwell Lake, where Lily Myers met her demise.
They just don't talk about her other brother, Michael.
Oh, gee, I would, but I forgot my swimsuit at home. It's totally overflowing with cigarette butts. Somebody around here is a chain smoker. We have something in common. Good to know. 55 degrees. Not too chilly, thankfully. It doesn't belong to me. I don't want to take it without a good reason. Thick, dense forest. What were you doing out there, Grandpa? I can see someone moving inside.
Okay.
Yes? Can I help you?
I hope so. My name's Rain. Kathy Rain.
Joseph's girl. The one they sent away?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, what do you want?
I had some questions about your daughter, Lily.
Well, you know what? I don't have any answers, girl. Lily was precious, special. Lily died. That's all there is to it.
My grandfather came to see you, right? To ask about her?
Maybe he did. I don't see how that's any of your business.
I'm not asking for much, Mrs. Myers.
Then clearly you have no idea what it's like losing a child. Goodbye.
Well, that went well.
I can see someone moving inside.
Just go away.
So we've got a limited amount of time to...
You again.
I don't want to show her that. I should try to get her on my side first.
Oh, smokes. What was I thinking? Sorry, I derped that up royal.
Stop it!
Care to join me for a smoke, Mrs. Myers?
Well, I'm gonna have to think about it. What brand?
Corley Cinders. Extra long.
You got taste. I'll give you that. Well, I suppose one smoke can't hurt.
And that's when he realized it was his own bong.
Oh, now that was a good one. You know what, Kathy? You're okay. Sorry for being such a cranky old bag before. I get a short fuse when I run out of smokes.
Now, that's an understatement. Good thing I had my morning smoke, otherwise we would have had a fist fight on our hands.
Oh, it's getting chilly. Why don't we head inside?
Got
Sure, let's go.
barbecue and chili for you. Oh.
Now, this here's my boy Nathan. He's special. Nate, be polite and say hello to Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi there, big guy.
Okay.
Very lifelike. Contrary to popular belief, I don't believe the owls are more than what they seem. Yet another burial ground for those sweet, addictive, not to mention cancer-inducing sticks of tobacco. I'm a huge fan. Nice painting. It's signed L.M. It's Nathan, Sue's mentally disabled son. I can smell something cooking. Elk, by the looks of it. They're fairly common in Conwell Woods.
Okay, got stuff up there in the loft. That's pretty much all of it.
Sue has nailed the tomboy look. I like it.
So you wanted to ask me about Lily?
Yeah. Do you mind telling me what happened when my grandfather came to see you?
Well, he knocked on my door a few years after Lily had passed away. I didn't know Joseph too well myself, but I'd heard of him and the good he'd done for the other people around here. So I let him in. He started asking a bunch of questions about Lily, like if I was absolutely sure that it was suicide.
And what did you say?
The truth. That she was depressed and had been for a long time. I had no doubts about what happened.
All right. Anything else?
Well, he was weirdly curious about her paintings.
Lily painted?
Yep, that's one of hers right there on the wall.
I see, it's beautiful. So, in what way was he curious?
He asked if Lily had painted anything odd or strange. I didn't really get what he was after, but I let him have a look at her work. He spent some time browsing through them, and then he wrote something down on a piece of paper, thanked me, and left.
Huh. Any idea of what he could have seen?
Not really. I had the paintings all lined up. Could have been any of them.
Would you mind showing them to me?
Well, I would if I could, but this is the only one I have left. I sold the rest many years ago to this weirdo art collector.
Yowza. Okay. Well, let's just go down the line then.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather? How he ended up in a wheelchair?
Stroke, wasn't it? At least that's what I heard.
Not necessarily. There are some divided opinions about it.
Now that I think about it, that whole ordeal happened to him not long after he came here.
How long?
A week, maybe, at the most.
Mind telling me what Lily was like, Sue?
I'd be happy to. She was Nathan's older sister by 2 years. Lily was like any girl growing up, normal, happy, talking about school, boys, and whatnot. And she and Nathan were close back then, always playing together in the woods. When Lily was 10, she started drawing, always doodling on just about anything she could get her hands on. We didn't have much, really, and so she used what she could. Once I even caught her scribbling on toilet paper. On her 12th birthday, we gave Lily a thick sketchbook with an assortment of pencils. She was ecstatic. That was the happiest I'd ever seen her. From that day, drawing became her life. Eventually, her art teacher at school helped her to get started with oil painting. When Lily was 15, something changed. At first, I thought it was just usual teen angst, but no, this was something different. She started going out, disappearing for long periods of time. She locked herself in when painting. She never used to do that. I tried everything. Counseling, support groups, antidepressants. Nothing worked. About a year later, she just gave up. And, well, you know the rest.
I'm sorry, Sue. That must have been unimaginable.
Thanks, darling, but it's been a while now. I've learned to live with it.
I don't need to ask her about that. Does the name Charles Wade mean anything to you?
Oh, he's some big-time businessman, ain't he?
Yeah, he owns a large company.
That about sums up what I know about the fella.
What do you do to support the two of you?
A little bit of this and that. Got me some cash saved up, too. Nathan helps out when he can.
What happened to your husband, if you don't mind me asking?
You could say he didn't quite cope as well as I did with what happened to Lily. He got himself a death wish after what happened to her, started drinking and getting into all sorts of trouble. 5 years left for him in the joint now. Been there for 15.
Yowza.
Man, that must be rough for you.
Oh, we're doing just fine without him, aren't we, Nate?
Mama takes good care of us.
Mama sure does.
So, tell me about Lily's art.
It used to be about cheerful things, landscapes, animals, bright colors. But as she drifted further into depression, she started painting horrible things, death and decay. And the last few pieces looked like something out of a nightmare.
That's awful. Did Lily ever get any recognition for her art?
Not really. Except from the guy I told you about who bought most of her paintings.
Must be where she got a lot of her money saved up.
Tell me about this art collector person.
Rich, fancy looking, in his 50s or thereabouts. I'd say he'd be around 70 now if he's still alive. He knocked on that door one day with a wad of cash in his hand. $5,000. He wanted everything that Lily so much as touched with a brush.
Huh. Did he say why?
Nope, but I got the feeling that most of that dough was paid so he could avoid any questions. I took the money. I still had Nathan to support.
Did the stranger give you his name?
No, Well, his face was far from forgettable, though. Big nose, bright blue eyes, looked black Irish. He had a thick black mane, turning gray, no beard.
All right, Sue. Thanks.
Okay.
It was fun the last time, but nah. No reason to show her that. I'd rather just ask her about her daughter directly.
Okay. I was just like, yeah, that probably isn't.
No reason. Hey, Sue, do you recognize any of these men?
Well, there's Joseph Rain. Always so handsome. I had such a crush on him back in the day. And... no way. That's him. The man who bought the paintings. He's much younger here, but there's no mistake in that hair and nose.
Are you sure?
I'm positive, little cat. That's the guy who walked into this cabin with $5,000 in cash.
That's very helpful, Sue. Thanks. Ugh. Another question for the elusive Mr. Wade.
All right. Well, we at least got that taken care of.
Do you know what this key opens?
Well, that's a bit of a weird question, ain't it? But no.
No reason.
All right. I think that is it.
I think I'm gonna head off now.
Sure thing, little cat. Come back anytime.
I like the little cat nickname. Let's talk to Nathan.
What you doing, big fella?
Drawing.
Oh yeah? What are you drawing?
The nice red man.
You mean Santa?
No, the nice red man.
Now, what did I say about raising your voice at strangers?
Sorry, Mama. I'll be nice. The red man is nice.
Don't mind him. He gets so absorbed in his drawings thanks to that wild imagination of his, just like his sister.
Nah, he's stuck in his own little world.
Red Man, huh? My first thought is to be like the chewing tobacco brand, but... okay. Well... I think we should be good for right now. So let's go ahead and let a shuck out. Do want to look at that painting again, though.
It's an early painting by Lily Myers.
Didn't want that one, though. Okay. The Catmobile.
It's the Catmobile, my custom chopper bike. Plenty of gas in the tank. She was born a 76 Corley Motors, but there aren't many original parts left. Took me a couple of years to make her perfect.
That's a great Full Throttle reference. Okay. Let's try the sheriff's station.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Hey, Lenny, could you check the files for a police report? A girl who drowned around here, Lily Myers?
I'd love to help, Kathy, but you better check with the sheriff first.
Fine, I'll do that. Nah, I don't want to ask him about that. Nah, I don't want to ask him about that.
Okay. Just kind of going down the line, seeing what's what.
Nah, I don't want to ask him about that. Nah.
Okay. I ain't gonna show him that.
Hey, Lenny, do you recognize these men?
Not really. Sorry.
Hey, Lenny, do you remember...
Yeah, I remember my mom telling me about that. I was like 6 at the time, though.
Do you remember her name?
Oh, man. Not really. I was...
All right.
Okay, we already knew that.
I probably shouldn't.
Math book.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Actually, before we talk to the sheriff, I need to, I want to head back to the cabin because I'd like to hear her opinion on that church. Because I feel they definitely have something to do with this. In one way or another.
Oh, it's you again. Come on in.
What do you think about this church?
It's a good church. I go there from time to time. I bring Nate, too, when that boy needs the fear of God put into him.
Okay.
I don't need to show that to him. Nathan, do you know who these people are?
No.
I was wondering if there was anything related to the Red Man with that. Alright. Sorry, I know that was a kind of a quick change of pace, but I wanted to see. You know, that might be an evidence locker.
How's the paperwork coming along, Lenny?
The key, I mean.
Okay, I guess. Maybe halfway through.
Hello, Sheriff. Mind if I ask you a few more questions?
If you must.
Do you know anything about a drowning here in 1975? Young girl named Lily Myers?
That case was handled by Truman. I wasn't involved.
I don't need to ask him that. I don't need to ask.
Okay.
He's new in town. I don't think he knows those men. Do you know anything about a drowning here in 1975? The victim was a young girl.
You have a memory problem? I told you I haven't been working here that long. Besides, even if I did, I wouldn't tell you. Juvenile cases are a sensitive matter.
You know what we're going to have to do? We may have to see if we can get another distraction going. I don't know if the same trick would work, but...
That's all for now.
Good. Laney, I need you to do something.
How can I help, boss?
It's my mother's birthday this week.
He's still in there? Yeah.
Hey.
Hi there.
Could you distract Lenny again?
Sure, I needed to puke again anyway.
Good to know.
Lovely. Before we do anything else, though...
That combination makes no sense.
Alright, just checking.
Guess what? He's having some kind of fit in there.
Not again.
Here we go again. Okay, there's gotta be something in here about Lily Myers' death. Okay, what do we have here?
Emergency services are called by a resident near Conwell Lake who reports that a young female, approximately 16 years old, had been found dead floating in the water, presumably drowned in the lake. Officers arrive on the scene. EMT is en route, delayed by fog. The body is fully clothed and there are no apparent signs of foul play. Incident declared as a likely accident. A sweep of the residence reveals a suicide note matching victim's handwriting. Witness reports earlier mental health problems. EMT finally arrives. The girl is declared dead by medical personnel and transported to the city morgue. Coroner's report received. Cause of death is determined to be drowning. No exterior signs of struggle. Suicide confirmed.
Looks like somebody did a Virginia Woolf. I wonder if there's more to it. I got the key already. I don't think I need to mess with that anymore.
Okay, are we done with that?
I already got the report.
Okay. We're good then. Just need to look at it again. 8:15. Wish we could go down over there to the dock, but I don't know, can we? Nope. He's just there.
Oh, it's you again. Come on in.
Come on in.
I'd rather just ask her about her daughter directly.
Oh, okay. So, all roads lead to... Here.
I'll write down clues in this as I find them. Something was special about that girl. I just know it. Charles Wade. I don't know how, but I will talk to you one way or another. I wonder who this cocky person really is, and why he needed Grandpa's help so desperately. I don't have anything to say about that. Something was special about what really happened.
Okay.
It's the brochure that priest gave me at the funeral. The logo stands out, but other than that, it's just the usual church mumbo-jumbo. Washing away your sins, salvation, blah, blah. There's also an address at the bottom. You know, if I ever feel like getting my God on. Huh. Good old Satan. Better get his snowmobile ready for that day. I wonder what this unlocks. The tape Grandpa had on him when he was found in 81. The tape I found in the briefcase. It seems that it was used in an answering machine at some point.
Maybe we need to go back to Graham's. I think all our options are pretty much exhausted here. The cemetery was kind of strange with that kid who just kind of disappeared out of nowhere. We really don't have a reason to go back. I'll check the phone one more time.
I don't see how those things... That action does...
Okay.
Nah, nothing. Damn. No Charles Wade. No, I should try to get a hold...
Yep.
No result. I got that number. I got her family. No result.
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi. I was just...
Sure thing.
I don't see a reason.
I'm sorry.
Is there...
Okay.
I do have official business. I'm Deputy Reagan. I'm calling from Conwell Springs Sheriff's Department.
Nice try. Do you know what caller ID is? I can clearly see that you're not calling from the station. Goodbye.
Damn, I can't pull that off if I call from here.
Oh. I see. Looks like we got another distraction. We gotta do.
Hey, Sheriff, what's the deal with that bum?
What bum?
Hey.
Hi there.
Ah, yeah.
Could you distract Lenny again?
Sure, I needed to puke again anyway.
Good to know.
I'm glad the guy has an active stomach. I didn't think to use that phone.
Guess what? He's having some kind of... Here we go again.
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi. I was just...
Sure thing.
Okay.
I'm trying to get...
I'm sorry, man, but Charles Wade is a public...
Is there any way...
No can do.
I do have official business. I'm Deputy Reagan. I'm calling from Conwell Springs Sheriff's Department.
I can see that you're actually calling from the station. You say you're a cop? You don't sound like a cop.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? It's just because I'm a woman, right? Women don't belong in law enforcement? Is that what you're saying? That's so sexist.
Mid-90s.
Now that's hardly what...
Do you have any idea what I have to go through every day? Nobody takes me seriously. The dirty looks, the sexual innuendos,
Relax, okay? I'll check the files. It's 555-7641.
Thanks, buddy.
Got it. Do we need to go ahead and... I guess we could call the Wade residence.
Wade residence?
Hi, this is Kathy Rain. I'm calling for Charles Wade.
He doesn't live here anymore. What's this about? What do you want with my father?
I'd just like to have a quick word with Mr. Wade. It's about my grandfather, Joseph Rain.
You're 20 years late, girl. My father has neither time nor energy to deal with you people.
You people?
But...
This conversation is over. Unless my father explicitly says he wants to talk to you, it's not going to happen.
What a stuck-up, overclass witch. Well, she hasn't heard the last from me. I'm going to talk to that old man one way or another.
We can
It's getting late. I should head back to the city.
Never mind. I thought we were going to have to cross-reference the address.
Hey, you're still up.
I was wondering when you'd show up. How did it go?
Long story. I found out about some stuff that happened when I was a kid.
Sometime later.
Wow. What a mystery. So what's the plan now?
I don't know yet, but I'll figure something out.
What about this Charles Wade? You still haven't talked to him. And that strange bright picture you showed me? Those tapes? Listen, I know this guy.
Eileen, relax. We can talk about it tomorrow, okay?
Oh, it's way too late now.
Oh, I couldn't possibly sleep now. I'm way too excited.
Well, that makes one of us. Nighty.
Good night, Kat.
Her heart seems to be in the right place.
Hey, Kathy, wake up!
Ugh, you are so lucky there are no sharp objects near this bed.
Guess what? I got an idea.
Please tell me it involves you taking a sabbatical.
Haha, so you found all this evidence, right? Pictures, tapes, and stuff?
I guess. Why?
Well, as you know, I have a computer. And I know this hacker guy, Dave, and... Oh, never mind. I'll just write you a note. You go back to sleep.
Seriously, Eileen, sometimes I just marvel at how your brain works.
I know, right?
Will there be a note for me to actually read when we wake up? Oh.
Are you sure you want to do this, Catherine? You still have time, if you think there's any chance you would change your mind.
I'm sure, Doctor. Just get it out of me. But please, don't tell my mom.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, but we have to do that. It's the law.
So that I was noticing that kid had similar eyes to Kathy and the same dark hair. So it may be...
It's none of her business. It's my choice to make. I have enough shit going on with her already. This would just add fuel to the fire.
I'm afraid there's nothing I can do.
Fine. Let's just get this over with then.
Right this way.
Wow, this got heavy.
Ugh, I hate that dream.
I can see why.
I guess Eileen went to class. I probably should too. Nah.
Taking my my outlook on college. Alright guys, well I think this is a perfect time to go ahead and end the first stream of Kathy Rain. Her dialogue is a little bit cringy at times, but I also have to take into account that it was the mid-90s and people at times did talk that way. So it's kind of a period piece, I guess, is probably the best way I can explain it. I'm definitely intrigued about the story, and I'm looking forward to seeing where it's going to go, what direction it's going to go to. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the first stream as well. If you haven't followed the Twitch channel, please do so. I try and stream on Sundays, Tuesdays, Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays with random times in between. I'll be trying to post these maybe on Sundays or Mondays because I'll do this like every Saturday. And yeah, if you are watching the replay of this on YouTube, I have a link to the Twitch channel in the description below, as well as a link to my Extra Life page where I'm raising money for my local Children's Miracle Network hospital via the incredible Extra Life charity. So please check out those links if you feel so inclined. Like, share, subscribe, you know the drill there. And we will see you next time. Later days, everyone.